My name is Ho. Monday, March the 16th, 2015. Your future depends on you. Every single one of you has something that you're good at. Every single one of you has something to offer, and you have a responsibility to yourself to discover what it is. That's the opportunity an education can provide. Maybe you could be a great writer, maybe even good enough to write a book or articles in a newspaper, but you might not know it until you write an English paper of English class that is assigned to you. Maybe you could be an innovator or an inventor, maybe even good enough to come up with the next iPhone or the new medicine or the new vaccine, but you might not know it until you do your projects for your science class. Maybe you could be a mayor, a senator, or a Supreme Court justice, but you might not know it until you join the student government or the debate team. And no matter what you want to do with your life, I guarantee that you need an education to do it. You want to be a doctor, a teacher, or police officer. You want to be a nurse or an architect, a lawyer, or a member of our military. You're gonna need a good education for every single one of those careers. You cannot drop out your school and just drop into a good job. You have got to train for it and work for it and learn for it. You need the knowledge and problem-solving skills you learn in science and math to cure diseases like cancer and AIDS, and protect and develop new energy technologies and protect our environment. You need the insights and critical thinking skills you gain in history and social studies to fight poverty and homelessness, crime and discrimination. You need the creativity and ingenuity you develop in all of your classes to build new company that will create new jobs and boost this economy. We need every single one of you develop your talents, your skills, and your intellect that you can help us overcome our most difficult problems. We have the most dedicated teachers, the most supportive parents, and the best schools in the world, and none of it will make a difference. None of it will matter unless you fulfill your responsibility, unless you show up through those schools, unless you pay attention in your teachers, unless you listen to your parents, your grandparents, and other adults and put in hard work it takes to succeed. Now I know it's not always easy to do well in school. I know a lot of you has challenges in your life right now that can make it hard to focus on your schoolwork. Maybe you don't have the adults who give you the support that you need. Or someone in your family has lost their job and there's not enough money to go around. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where you don't feel safe and have friends who are pressuring you to do things that you know are not right. But at the end of the day, the circumstances of your life, what you look like, where you come from, how much money you have, or what you have got going on at home, none of it isn't the skills for neglecting your homework or having bad attitude in your school. And that's skills for talking back to your teacher or cutting class or dropping out of your school. And there's no excuse for not trying. Where you right now doesn't have to determine where you will be end up. No one has written your destiny. You run your own destiny. You make your own future, and you set your own goals and do everything you can to meet them. Your goal can be as simple as doing on your homework, or paying attention in schools, or spending some time each day reading a book. Maybe you decide to get involved in an extracurricular activity or volunteer in your community. Maybe you decide to stand up for kids who are being teased and bullied because of who they are or how they look like, because you believe, like I do, young people deserve a safe environment to study and learn. Maybe you decide to take better care of yourself, that you can be more ready to learn, and no matter and whatever you resolve to do, commit to it.